Hi, good people. I hope you're well. Yes, I came here to respond because I got a lot of inboxes after the clip that I sent that has been trending of this priest that really ranted on people during the burial. And I really am so grateful. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your concerns. And allow me to address this from where I come from as a psychologist. I am Roseby, counseling psychologist, a founder of Farm Nest Hub. We believe in this in this farm that we all need a farm nest for us to be able to grow. And I want to relate this with what I do every day. That the person you are today, despite your title, despite your studies, a lot has to do with how you are founded. And that is why we say, let's go back to the roots, let's go back to our nests and learn, relearn, and also have some ideas. Now, I am here to respond to that. And I want to start with a disclaimer. I'm not here to bash that priest. I'm not here to condemn. We don't condemn, by the way, as a profession. I cannot sit here to condemn, but I'm able to analyze from where I see, and not just because of her. To many of us who may be having some issues here and there and would want to see the light from that clip. Now, for the sake of the people who are not around, maybe you can watch this trending clip. There's this priest that was told to go and officiate, or rather to conduct a burial of a family bank colleague. And so she went. It was on a Saturday. And then, of course, the family bank came. They gave her one or less message of condolences. And then the MD was supposed to come and give on behalf of the colleagues. And she said, no. As a PCA church, we are not allowed to do this. And so they were not allowed to read the tribute anyway. People really responded or rather they boomed. And then she got so frustrated. And from the frustrations, she was able to highlight things that really made me wonder exactly what is going through. Now, one thing that I found, this is my own analysis, by the way, I could be wrong, but one thing she mentioned more than twice is that this is not the kind of level that she was supposed to come. It is an elder who was supposed to come and conduct that. But then, according to her, I sacrificed and came to do this. The second thing that I was able to highlight is she was very clear that she had to make sure the structures of the church was observed because she's answerable to some other people. Now, that is not even the reason. It is the how that came out. Now, one thing that I was able to pick is that she was in between a structure and allowing them to say the tribute, because according to her, the church should not allow unwritten tribute. So that is not really the issue. The issue, because very soon the clip that is coming next is about her family and grief. Go back to the priest. When she was praying, she sounded very irritated. Now, she lacked emotional intelligence. I couldn't see, honestly speaking, it was okay. Because remember, this priest is answerable to some elders who are there. It is so easy for them to actually hold her accountable for allowing things that are non-PCAA. For honestly, let's understand that. But the issue was the how she brought it out. She sounded first very arrogant. And it was all about, you see, I cannot do this, you know very well the consequences. And she's now ranting to people who doesn't even understand the consequences so much. Now, my concern was to the family of the bereaved. And I send my condolences, and honestly speaking, may God help you as a family. Because in the midst of all this, she made the family feel like you have been demoted to come to our occasion. You know, it was unnecessary. And that makes me think, could be there was a background collision or background fights that she was not able to address. Over and above that, my concern is to the priests. And this goes to everyone. If you're able to share this, please share. Priest, clergy, bishop, apostle, call yourself any name. I'm very concerned about how you deal with your personal issue. Because we say, if you are wounded, you will bleed on innocent people. honestly speaking, I saw a priest that was hurt by the structure, hurt by the person who told her to come, because this lady, the deceased, had a right to be buried by you. She is a church member. So ranting over all this was unnecessary and called for. But I hear you, priests, and I am very concerned. Anybody who is a priest, you are not immune to daily challenges. You are not immune to what people go through every day. You are a Kenyan, you are wherever you're coming from, you are not immune. You need to embrace therapy as part of your self-care. As counselors, we have a system that keeps us on check. Every year, we have that classes we have to attend. You have supervision just to make sure that we don't. And I know you'll blame and say some counselors did it. We are human. But for the person who practices this, we have our channel that we have to go and make sure we deal with our personal issues. We have family issues. Maybe you have a child that is going through drugs. Maybe you have a family that is breaking or even broken already. Maybe you're going through some personal challenges, financial challenges, not to mention even the church things. How are you supposed to deal with your personal issues? You need to normalize therapy so that you stop bleeding on God's people. And this goes to everybody that is a priest. This is just a priest thing. But remember, even a doctor, those other professions, please let us normalize therapy. But for now, this thing needs to go to that particular person and that particular profession or calling. Because I know some people will tell me the Holy Spirit is our counselor. Yes, we know. But you are going through the personal struggle like any other person. Wapendwa, please let us normalize therapy so that we direct our issues to the right people. And the Lord will help you so that when you preach the unfiltered gospel. To me, honestly, it is not just this. She just brought an issue that is in our society. And the woman of God, in case you ever see this video, it's not about you. Just deal it with the right way, in the right places, and the church leadership come up with a structure. Like Nicodemus, hata kama ni mahali utajificha, Nicodemus went to Jesus that hour. You can get a place where you can go and pour your heart. I know you can feel condemned, but imagine suppressing it will not help. It will just come out in an ugly way and in a bad way. So here I am, Roseby, counseling psychologist. We can work with you, priest, so that as we speak in our closets, you go out. You go out better, more fresh, and looking at life in a different way. So God bless you so much. And as a counseling psychologist, we say we're always here for you. Work with institutions, schools, teachers, pastors, priests, and you as an individual to help you unlearn, relearn, because we say it is all about a nest. It's about a firm nest where when you go back, we realize, wow, there are things I need to unlearn, things I need to learn again. Thank you so much. Have a lovely year ahead. We're still very fine January. Watch out for the next clip to talk about family and grief. How do we go about it? Because I think this has become a very great role. Bye-bye. See you later.